Do you ever have questions about your career? Well, in this month's Advanced, we look at career questions and answers. And Pauline has some answers for us this month. Welcome back, Pauline.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Pauline, I like this topic because I think a lot of people can relate, right? Most people have a career, and so hopefully that this will be applicable to all of you. Well, Pauline, what are some key factors you consider when choosing a job?
Well, this is an interesting topic for me because I feel like I'm somebody who's not really developed a specific career as much as I have acquired a bunch of job experiences and life experiences. And a lot of my decisions have been more based on where I want to move to and the general experience I want to have of maybe living in another country or doing some good work, having that purpose in mind and trying to figure out where I want to go, what organization is looking for a job that I think I'll fit with, that I can help with. So yeah, I have kind of a different experience with that.
That's great. And we can all, learn from our different experiences, right? Some people are very focused on just the career, but it sounds like yours is broader, which I think is great, right? And sounds very fulfilling. Well, speaking of the word fulfilling, Pauline, what makes a job fulfilling for you?
Ooh, again, a difficult question. I think at different times, different jobs I've had have been fulfilling for different reasons. So I have gotten to do different social work type jobs, and those have been very fulfilling in the sense of feeling like you're doing a good work that's impacting the lives of people who are in need or in difficult situations. That is very fulfilling. I also find it very fulfilling to be working on with a team of people who are good people. There's something about working on a team and working together on something, especially if you feel like you have skills that you can bring and your personality works well with it, and then all these other people have skills and together you're working on something. That's just a very fulfilling experience.
It is.
Whatever the thing is you're working on.
Right. I think if you can make a difference in someone's life or you can see, that you're adding value to something, then that can be fulfilling. Well, Pauline, what role does purpose play when thinking about your career? A lot of times we think, what is my purpose, or do I have purpose in what I do? How can you try and find purpose in your work?
It's a really good question. I think some jobs just more clearly lend themselves to seeing a big picture purpose. Like I said, right, with some social work stuff, I had a very clear sense of purpose. Although even in those jobs, sometimes you need to sometimes the difficulty with those jobs is that purpose is so big that when you're working on the day-to-day, it's hard to see how that's coming together, and you need to make your purpose a little clearer and more like manageable on a daily basis. So my example is I used to work at a school for troubled youth, and I knew a lot of teachers who got really sucked into just their worries of how they're going to help change these kids' lives for the future and all these things that might happen to them. And for me, my purpose was much smaller, and it was that today I'm going to give these students who have probably had very negative interactions with authority in the past, I'm going to give them a positive experience with authority. I'm going to try and give them a positive experience with learning today. I can't control their whole future, although I hope a bunch of those moments strung together could affect their future in a major way. That
is excellent. Yeah, if you think about it daily, that's so important, because if you just have this big overall purpose, but you don't think about that in the day-to-day, you might lose sight of that, right? And so I think that's excellent. Well, we hope that this article is useful for you in your career or just in your daily life. Be sure to check out this month's career article for more.